Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachariya Yamuna Tira Vanachariya Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Radha Madhava Radhe Jaya Gauranita Jaya Gauranita Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Gaur Premanande Jam Vishnupada Paramahamsa Virajitara Shloka Abhay Charana Vindesi Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Virajitara Shloka Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Ananda Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai Virandra Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai Jai Gaura Premanande, all glories assembled devotees, all glories assembled devotees, all glories Sri Guru and Gauranga, all glories Sri Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Saiva Narotam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudire Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nishtaki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 81, Text 5. Ityukto api dvijastasmai. Please repeat after me. Ityukto api dvijastasmai. Vidastapayate sriyaha. Uyukto pratasmin rajan. Na prayachat avyanmukha. Iti yukto api dvijastasmai virdhatarpatiye striyaha prayukta prastamin rajan na prayachat avyanmukha. Iti yukto api dvijastasmai virdhatha prayate sriyaha prayuktaha prastamin rajan na prayachad avyanmukha. Please chant. Iti yukto api dvijastasmai vijata pataye sriyaha yayitukta prasamin rajan na prayachad avyanmukha. Iti yukto api dvijastasmai vijata pataye sriyaha yayitukta prasamin rajan na prayachad avyanmukha. Okay. Iti yukto api tavjastasmai Nidyata pratisya Pratiyukta pratismin rajan Aprayachadavan mukha. Okay. The word meaning iti thus yuktaha addressed api although vijam the brahmana tasmai to him vidhartham embeds pratyatem to the husband Sriyam of the goddess of fortune Yuktaham of flat rice. Pratismin the palmfulness. Rajan O King Parikshit. Na Parashchat did not offer. Avyak bowed down. Mukha whose head. Translation and purport by disciples of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Sukadeva Goswami continued, even after being addressed in this way, O king, the Brahmana felt too embarrassed to offer his palmful of flat rice to his husband of goddess of fortune. He simply kept his head bowed in the shame, bowed down in the shame. Purport: according to the Acharya Vishwanath Chakravarti, the description here of Krishna as the husband of goddess of fortune implies that Sudama questioned himself, how can the Lord of Sri eat this hard stale rice? By bowing his head, and Brahmana revealed his meditation. My dear master, please do not make me ashamed. Even if you request it from me repeatedly, I will not give this to you. I have made up my mind. But the Lord countered with his own thought. The intention you had fixed in your mind while coming here must not be frustrated, for you are my devotee. Om Ajnanatimrandasya Gnananjanam Shalakaya Chakshurunmitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah Sri Chaitanya Manovistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Namavo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Tidamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pastatadeshatarini Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gauravakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Vanchakalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhubhaya Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Anantapati Vaishnavindaki Jai. So here we understand that by this verse, before getting into the verse, we should get into the context of this verse. Whom it is been spoken, where it is been spoken, and in which context. So in the previous verse we see, if you give Lord something, it may not be elaborate item, it may not be elaborate offering. If you just give him little flower, fruit or water or a tulsi leaves, he will be pleased. In the previous verse it says, Patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhakta prayasyati. So in this today's verse, the Lord is being pleased by whatever you give offer to him. But at the same time, you should be offered according to one's own capacity. Even if you have a capacity to offer a milk, if you offer a water, that is not good. Similarly, if you're a person who is wealthy, a person who has capacity to offer, and for that he should offer whatever he has according to his own capacity. Not that Lord has said, Patram Pushpam Palam Toyam Yomi Bhakta Prachati. Lord has just said, just little water, leaf, or flower, whatever. No. But we should understand the context of the verse. that Lord is so merciful, being He so great, and even a poorest of the poor man can offer something to the Lord. So that is His idea behind saying that verse. So today's verse, Lord is asking Sudama, whatever you got from your home, I want to eat that. And this context is narrated by Sukadeva Goswami to King Parikshit. Even after being addressed in this way, the Brahmana felt too embarrassed to offer this palmful of flat rice to the husband of goddess of fortune. Why? Because he knows, no, Lord is being supreme and he is husband of goddess of fortune. If you offer this stale rice to him, how can he accept it? This was going on the Sudama's mind because naturally it is there if someone a rich person arrive at your place, if you just offer him yesterday's rice or not good quality rice, how will it be? First of all, he won't accept anything, and it is a great insult to him. So similarly, we should understand here, Lord is, controller of the universes and the master of the all universes and the supreme Lord. But he's still taking that stale fat rice. Why? Because the devotee is reciprocation. He wants to exchange the devotee's reciprocation. And he wants to understand what is loving exchange of his devotee. So, in this way, Lord is requesting repeatedly from Sudama, please give that rice. And here, on the other hand, Sudama is embarrassed. It is said that you know, when Lord wants to take from you with his 10 hands, how can you hold with only 2 hands? Because Lord has many hands. Just 10 hands is just an example. So Lord has 10 hands in the Vishwarup avatar. We see that Lord has many heads, many hands, many mouths. So if Lord wants to take whatever you have with his 10 hands, how can you hold with only 2 hands? If Lord wants to give you 10 hands, and how can you hold with 10 hands? If He want to give you abundant wealth and abundant mercy, whatever you want, you are asking, He is giving you with His 10 hands, and you have only 2 hands to hold. Here we can understand that Lord is so merciful to the Sudama, and Sudama is being so embarrassed to give this flat rice. So requesting after, then in his mind he is thinking, how can I give this? But it's still Lord wants that. That's why we should offer everything, whatever we have. You know, that's why in the Bhakti Vinod Thakur in that bhajan, Manasha Deho Geho Jo Kishore Arpita Duvapadi Nanda Kishore. Lord is saying that you should offer your mind, words, body, everything. You should think that this is all given by Lord and this should all offer to the Lord. Because if one is thinking that I will hide this something for me and I will give whatever is left over to the Lord. No. Lord wants to, not in, Lord wants only what you are hiding from his vision. Lord only sees what you are hiding. It is not that we cannot cheat Lord. We cannot cheat Lord easily. Lord knows everything that you are hiding and that you are keeping away from the Lord. The Lord is everywhere. That we should understand. Lord is there in each and every living entities. heart. He knows what is happening in your mind, he knows what is happening in my mind, he knows what is happening in ant's mind. Even in ant's mind, Lord knows. So we should understand that we should offer everything to the Lord without hiding anything behind. Because Lord is not interested what you are giving, but Lord interested what is your back of your mind. Because in this material world we have come to enjoy this first purpose. But while enjoying, we are bounding ourselves into the cycle of birth and death. While enjoying what we are doing with sense gratification and taking lifetime after lifetime without caring for human life, just like an animal's life, like eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. But Lord is saying that you should offer everything. No. Yat karoshi yadasnasi yat juhosi dadasi yat tapasasi kaunteya tat purusham madapana. It is not again, one should not mistake that okay, Lord is hungry or Lord is wanting of something which he doesn't have. No. Lord wants your love and affection. It is not that okay, oh, Lord is pleased, or today nobody brought an apple, or today nobody brought mango. Since you brought, I'm happy. No, Lord is not pleased. Lord is not hungry with our apples or mangoes or our fruits. Because Lord is, when you exchange something to the Lord, that will start loving reciprocation. Just like if you inviting your friend or a relative to home, you just don't offer good words. Of course, first you should offer good words. How are you? What are you doing? Then second step is offer something to eat, because that gives you know relationship established, or that gives you affection. Immediately, it is not that Lord is hungry of your food. Lord is not hungry of your fruits. Lord is not hungry of your service. Lord is not need your service. Because when you do service, eventually that relationship is established. Because Lord is only our true friend. In the Bhagavad Gita introduction, Srila Prabhupada writes a prayers. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate. Lord is called Dinabandhu, the friend of distress, friend of poor. There is one story Prabhupada narrates many times in his lecture. There was a poor boy. He is going every day to the school. You know. One time, what happened? There is a request. There is a function in the school. So Lord is there is a function in the school, and this boy have nothing to offer because there was some function is going on. Teacher announces everybody to get something from your home. So everybody got something according to their own capacity, and Lord is watching this, and this poor boy, he doesn't have anything. So he asked his mother, "Oh mother, teacher is asking, we should bring anything that you have in your home because we have celebration function is going on the school." So this mother, poor mother, she's also very very poor. She don't know what to say to this child, and she says that you know for our poor condition, I cannot offer anything, but you should go to the Lord Vishnu. Then the child asks, "Where is Lord Vishnu?" He says, "He is everywhere." He's in the forest? Yes, he's in the forest. So while going to the school, that boy went to the forest and asked, he says he's a Dinabandhu, Dinabandhu. He asks, he calls loudly. Then immediately Lord came, with his true calling, and immediately he offered a nice, you know, Akshay Patra, like a bowl, and In that bowl, whatever, it never ends. If, for example, if you in that bowl, if there is a two chapatis, if you take two chapatis, four chapatis will come. If you take four chapatis, eight chapatis will come. It is we keep on multiplying. So in that situation, he take that bowl and he gives, to the teacher, students, everybody sweets. So this is a story we understand that he is a Dinabandhu. He is a friend of distress. So we are all in the conditioned souls in this material world. Everybody is distressed in one way or the other. One may be distressed with the job, one may be distressed with his family, one may be distressed with his business, one may be distressed with his own life, one may be distressed even his own mind. Nobody can in this world say I'm not distressed or I'm not disturbed by anything. If even if he says I'm not disturbed by anything, he is disturbed by his own mind and body. Because there are three kleshas: Adhyatmika, Adidaivika, Adibhautika. You know, the misery is caused by material nature. Too much rain, too much cold, too much suffering outside. And distress caused by, Adibhautika, from other living entity. It may be your neighbor, it may be a mosquito, it may be other country, it may be your friend, it may be your relative. They cause you distress. They cause you disturb. And Adibhautika, and one more distress is problems caused by one's own mind and body. Sometimes we get fever, sometimes our body is not, you know, reciprocating with our own. Our body is not cooperating. We get a pain, headache, or a body pain. So, in that condition, how you can enjoy this material world? So, having said that, so one should understand that we should offer everything to the Lord so that we will get benefit. Our existence get purified. When our existence get purification happen, then we don't have to take again rebirth in this material world, because we are always looking and searching and wanting for happiness and bliss, but unnecessarily we are encountered by so many miseries. So here Lord is knows what is happening in Sudama's mind, and Lord is saying, if you decide, you should have decided while you are leaving from your home, not after coming here. Lord wants you to decide when you're leaving at before leaving his home. Sudama, he did not left with empty hands. He left with some flat rice. That is a etiquette. When you go to see your spiritual master, especially, you should offer something. At least you should offer some fruits to your spiritual master. Actually, not only spiritual master, sannyasi, or a saintly person, or a temple. When you go to such a holy place or holy person, we should offer something so that our money, our hard-earned work is getting purified. So here, Sudama Brahmana, he's a very learned scholar, he's a very learned person. He understands that he should not go with empty hands. So he offered, he thinking to offer some cheap rice. But when he saw this opulent palace and how he was received and the reception, and after experiencing these things, he felt embarrassed. But Lord is knows everyone's heart. There was one nice story that states that Lord is everywhere. Once what happened in the school, teacher gave mangoes to all the students, and teacher asked, you should eat this mango, but only one condition, that nobody should see you while you are eating this mango. So students all decided, so and they selected the place. Some went to the behind the tree, some went in the storeroom, some went to the some other room, some went outside of the school. And this only one student, he came back to the class without eating that mango. And all the students and the teacher saw that everybody ate the mango, but only this one particular student did not eat the mango. And teacher asked, "Why did not eat your mango? You didn't find any place, but nobody can see." Then Lord, and intelligently that boy said, Lord is everywhere. How can I hide from himself? His eyes are everywhere. His eyes are everywhere. He is, for example, we see the sun. In the Bhagavad Gita, it says that sun and moon are the lights of his eyes of his the Lord. So Lord is everywhere, even in the smallest living entity that we cannot see. So we should think that Lord is everywhere, and we cannot hide anything from the Lord. That's why whenever we are doing something wrong thing, we should understand the Lord is everywhere. Lord is watching us. So with this Sudama Brahmana also felt embarrassed because he brought this flat rice he don't want to offer. But Lord is not seeing that whether it is a flat rice, whether it is a good one, or whether it is a smelling bad. But He is only seeing how much love you have. That's why Patram Pushpam Palam Toyam Yome Bhakta Prayach. What is it says? The sloka says, whatever you offer, one offer me with love and affection, love and devotion. Nor without offering, without love and devotion, even you offer a very delicious or very opulent thing, whether it can be a dress, whether it can be a garland, whether it can be a food, without love and devotion, this will have no value. He will not accept it. You are just doing for sake of doing. So question is that how to develop that love by the sadhana bhakti, by regularly chanting, hearing, and reading and service. This loving affection will develop. Otherwise, it has some sukruti, it has some benefit, which is Ajnata Sukriti, very minute. But when you offer with the love and devotion, it will have real meaning. To develop love and devotion, first we need to hear the Lord. It is simple, like when you want to understand some person, you should more hear, often hear, and you should more read about it. Then you develop attraction. Then, like we see how people develop love and attraction towards famous Bollywood movie stars or Hollywood movie stars, because they see them, they love their action, they love their dialogue, they love their you know activity. That's why they happen to develop that attraction. But same thing when you dovetail your attention towards the scriptures, your attention towards hearing the about the Lord, you develop the same kind of attraction. That's why Shravanam is very very important. But for whom you would give your Shravanam, for whom you give your hearing, you develop attraction, love for that particular person. If you hear about more about politician, you develop attraction, love for that politician. If you more hear about the Lord, you develop love for the Lord. It is as simple as that. That's why the hearing process is most important. In the Navavida Bhakti, 9 process of devotional service, Shravanam comes first, not Kirtanam. First comes Shravanam. When you sufficiently hear about the Supreme Lord, then you can sufficiently chant. But when you sufficiently hear about this mundane materialistic person, you only remember only him. That's why our limbs of the body, out of all that, he- hearing is the most important and most powerful. Just like when you want to wake up early in the morning, what you do? You just set the alarm. Because even though our body is resting, but our ears are always hearing. When you keep alarm at 4 o'clock, immediately it rings. Immediately you will be awaken from the sleep. Correct? Exactly. When you hear about the Krishna consciousness, Krishna Katha or Krishna Bhajan, then immediately love of Godhead will awaken. So that's why in the Chaitanya Charitamrita it says there's a verse, you know, Shravanadi Shuddha Chitta Shraddha Kavi. So when it is Shravanadi Shuddha Chitta, when you hear sufficiently of the Lord and your consciousness become pure. That is the meaning. So when consciousness becomes pure and the loving relationship will establish. When loving relationship established, then this loka applies to you. Like whatever you offer with a love and devotion. And Lord says, I will accept it. Because this is a condition. It's not that Lord will accept anything you offer. Yes, He will accept it, but with your offer, love and devotion. It is naturally there in every one living entity. It is not artificial. Just like you invite a friend or a family member or a relative, you offer them with affection. Not like, okay, in the table there is a water, you go and take it. If you say hardly, he will, if you take a harsh, he will not accept it. So same thing applies to here also. But here we see the Sudama is getting embarrassed, and again he was thinking whether should I offer it or not. But Lord knows everybody's heart. He accepts it, and he wants to eat that flat rice. Not that he's hungry, but he is hungry of love and affection. So I will pause here. Let us see any have any questions or discussion on this point. Okay. If you have any, oh, you have questions. Yeah, skills that you have, that or talent or whatever talent or ability that should be used for the glorification of Krishna. As last time I said, in this world, people use something to glorify themselves. But if you want to glorify yourself, or if you want to glorify the Lord, that is choice with you. You need to make a choice. Same thing that your talent can be used for glorifying the Lord, but the same talent can be used for glorifying you personally. So when you glorify yourself, then again you are into the back to the same process of enjoying this material world, but you cannot enjoy. Ultimately, Supreme Lord is a He is enjoyer of everything. You know, today a person may be using his talent, glorifying himself, but after 10 years, there will be another person who will be more talented than him. He will be glorified. At that time, what what you are what is your position? And naturally, enviousness arises. You know, hatred arises. Oh, why he is being glorified? Why he is more talented? Because Lord has given certain talents to the each and every living entity, so that the talent can be used to glorify the Lord. Because the talent, if you used in your own personal glorification, at one point the talent will be withdrawn. Because Lord is ability. In each Lord has given you ability to the talent to, so that use that in Krishna consciousness, so that your existence get purified. One may be not remembering the Lord as a pure devotees, like for example, uh, you know, what is Vasudev, Srila Vasudev. One may not be sitting and writing everything. You know, that is his position, that is his nature, to glorify the Lord, to in the form of writing. Another example is that Arjuna. If you ask Arjuna to sit and glorify the Lord, he may not do that, because he has a Kshatriya, king. As a king, as a fighter, he will glorify the Lord by using his skills in the service of the Lord. Lord is not asking the, the thing that you don't know how to do. It is very difficult how for you to do. Lord is asking, do the things which as naturally has come to you. Naturally it is there with you. That service you should engage in his service. Like Hanuman. Hanuman is a servant mode. He will do anything for the Lord. And he is in more into action mode. But if you ask Hanuman to write the scriptures and do these things, he will not do. Every living entity has his own nature of offering service to the Lord. I may not do certain things that you are doing, that you may not do certain things that I may be doing. But ultimately, that things that we are doing, that we should offer to the Lord. Then it then it purify you. If you use that talent which has given to your Lord, if you are using that in your own glorification, then you will be entangled of this material nature. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Mataji has something. Most profound what? About what? Hmm? Huh? Okay. The most profound thing what from today's lecture is as we hear more about the Lord, the loving devotional service will establish in our heart. Then we can offer anything that we have. That's with the most point is that one should hear and chant, read about the Supreme Lord. Then that will gives you, loving relationship between the Lord. Otherwise, it is going to be a mechanical. By mechanical way, you cannot offer service to anybody, not only Supreme Lord, nor not only any living entity. You cannot serve any living entity with mechanically. There has to be loving reciprocation. So for that, one should hear, hear, and hear. We should hear more, so that the love established. Otherwise, it is going to be just like a, you see externals. Then only when you see externals, you cannot serve the Lord with externals. Internal change has to happen. The change, heart change has to happen. That is the thing I want to say. Yes. Thank you so much for your nice comment. So yeah, it is eventually it will comes up. It's a matter of time. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.